in the shop printing and embroidering, and this design right here was about to be a major problem, guys. This is an example why you always want to do a test stitch. Watch this. Now, you guys can't see it. You can't really see it, but beverages at the bottom, it says beverages, and that's spelled incorrectly. I accidentally put a C at the end instead of a G. Always do a test stitch out. Most of the times you mess up because you didn't do a test stitch out, and you do not want to mess up on an expensive garment. It's one thing to be like a cheap shirt, but a whole nother thing to be expensive garment. Look what I'm embroidering this on. You see that right here? See that? You guys know when you see this logo right here, when you see this fine finishing, when you see this stuff, then you know it's expensive. And I'm about to embroider this on here, and if I'd have messed this up, this would have been like a $60-something mistake. Now I gotta go out and, man, ain't nobody trying to do it. I'm gonna take my time and do that, and let me record right now. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm printing out some DTFs. If you're in the market for some DTFs, don't forget AlanAwade.com. You can get some DTFs from AlanAwade.com or A-Dubb.productions.com. Oh, I gotta put the top up to protect myself right here. I'm gonna put my blower on, and I'm gonna put my shaker on right here, and we are good, and put my cooler on too. And the printer is printing good. You see the colors, very, very vibrant on the Racoma 2402T right there. Printing up 36 of these I got to do. I'm printing up 10 at a time. Let me talk to you guys about something real fast. All right. I want to talk to you guys and kind of advise you guys and try to help you guys make a better informed decision when it comes to after you're leaving out of your house and you're taking your business out of your house and you're getting a location, or you're getting a shop, or you're getting a storefront. And my advice to you is, if I had to do this all over again, I would not get an embroidery shop. I would not get a workspace, right? What I would do is I would immediately get a storefront. And as a matter of fact, that's what I'm doing in the process of, I'm looking for a storefront. I think I want to get it in a better location than I am right now, because for those of you guys that don't know, I'm in the hood. I'm in the hood, in a dangerous, well, it's not really dangerous. It's just, you guys have seen videos. If you haven't seen videos, look up Kensington, Philadelphia. Look up Kensington, Philadelphia. But that's pretty much where my studio is. It's in the hood of the hood of the hood of the hood. But my facility is gated. Even to get in this building, you need a key fob to get in, or you need somebody needs to buzz you in. Your parking lot is secure. At a certain time it closes. Anyway, it's real secure, but I'm not worried about that. But like I said, I'm looking for a storefront now. Why? Because most of my business these days is not coming from online sales. I mean, a lot of you guys order and stuff like that, but most of my business is coming from out there in the real world. That's why I keep on trying to tell you guys that don't forget there's a real world outside that's not, and everything is not just online, right? So you guys gotta get out of your comfort zone. Let me put this hood down, so because these DTFs are about to start curing. You got to get outside of your comfort zone. Go outside, talk to people, exchange numbers, give people your business card and stuff like that, so you can get new business. But if you have a storefront and you have one of those glass things, a traditional storefront, and you put up that you do embroidery and you do printing and stuff like that, t-shirt making, and you put a few examples in the window, people are going to naturally just come in and, one, shop, and two, utilize your services, because your storefront now becomes your advertising, especially if you're in an area with good traffic. So if I could do it all over again, I would advise you guys to get a storefront. And now that I am changing the way I do it, I'm definitely looking for a storefront, and that's what I would advise you guys to do. All right, get yourself a storefront and not a workshop. Now, if you have an abundance of business and you need somewhere to house stuff, that's one thing. Or if your business is primarily online and you just need to get out of the house because you got too much stuff, like I was in that situation. But I don't necessarily think I did the wrong thing. I think that I could have did it better. But when I left my house to get a place to put all this stuff, I had the mindset that I was going to primarily produce content to show you guys how to use this equipment. I really didn't think, and I really didn't plan to be like fulfilling orders, because I enjoyed making the content so much. But now I'm starting to enjoy using the equipment so much, and I made up my mind that I was doing people that don't necessarily have the means to afford this equipment a disservice by having all this equipment and not doing a proper thing with it. That's one reason. And two, having all this equipment is an opportunity for me to better myself and better my life and better my finances. So why not take advantage of it, right? So with that all being said, storefront. That's what I would do if I were you. Storefront. Get a storefront. All right. So now you got your storefront, or you're thinking about getting a storefront. Another thing that I would do different is I would try to really focus and hone in on the exact thing that I want to do, or the exact things that I want to do. But the problem is with a lot of us is we want to offer all the services, right? You don't want to leave any money on the table as far as garment decorating is concerned. You want to be able to get all the money to yourself. I don't necessarily think that's a good idea. I think that you guys, and I have to advise you guys what I think is the best and what is going to be the best monetarily. See, when you focus on a bunch of things, you never perfect one thing, right? In my instance, I'm really good at a lot of different things, but I'm still not focused on one thing. And right now, what's starting to happen is DTF and embroidery is starting to fight in the shop. They're starting to fight because I'm getting orders for DTF, and right now I got embroidery orders that I have to do, and it's just me, right? So what I'm trying to say is, if you focus on one thing, you can really grow that one thing a lot better than if you offer multiple services. It's not bad to offer multiple services, but you can't concentrate on one thing and perfect that one thing and try to get business for that specific one thing, because when you walk up to your customer, you're trying to solicit all these different things in your head, versus you could just tell them, hey, I could do this really, really, really good. You know what I mean? So and another suggestion is, if you do get to the point where you need that other service and your business is in a position that you can do it, just hire somebody to run that other machine, and it'll be a lot less stressful for you. It'll be a lot easier to manage, and it'll be a lot better to get more business, so your company can be more profitable. All right, another thing that I would do, doing it all over again if I could start over, I would probably get a storefront in a more desirable location. Is that the word I want to say? A more people-friendly location, because like I said, I'm in the hood of the hood, and sometimes certain types of clients won't want to come to patronize your business, or won't want to come to this neighborhood, right? So you might lose business because of the area that your business is located, because not everybody wants to come to the hood. Some people are scared of, driving by and seeing people shooting up on a corner. And if you come to my facility, that's exactly what you're gonna see. You know what I mean? So, I am probably losing out on a lot of business like that, and that's just the reality of it. So I have to advise you guys to do the best, what I think is the best, and I think the best thing to do is to get a location, storefront, whatever you want to get, whatever you plan on getting, in a fairly decent neighborhood, so you don't deter your clients from even becoming a client in the first place. You want to create relationships. You want your client to feel comfortable coming to your shop. You want your client to be safe coming to your shop. And if you're coming here on the way here, I cannot guarantee your safety. Once you get in the gate, you're okay, right? But I'm gonna be honest, guys. Even though my studio is in the hood, and most people consider it to be dangerous, I don't feel like it's dangerous. I'm from West Philadelphia, and to be honest, and ask some people from West Philadelphia, I think West Philadelphia and other parts of Philadelphia where the sober people are is way more dangerous than where my studio is. My reasoning is because, like, you guys, Kensington, I won't say everybody, the people that you guys see online and the way they talk about Kensington, the things that you see are the people that's having a hard time, and that are unfortunately fell victim to using drugs, right? So they can't hurt anybody. You see the videos and they're slouched over, they can't hurt anybody. It's an unfortunate situation to talk about. It's a very, very serious matter, and I wish something could be done about it like overnight, but it's just a situation the city has to figure out how to fix. And but they're not trying to rob anybody, they're not trying to kill anybody, but the sober people in the nicer neighborhoods, those are the ones you got to worry about. Does that make sense, guys? Well, maybe not the nice neighborhoods, but you know, the neighborhoods that are fairly quote unquote nicer than this. Like, and don't get me wrong, Kensington is, never mind. I was gonna say Kensington is a nice area, but certain parts are okay, right? So there's a lot down here. There's a lot to see down here. This thing is beasting this thing out. This job is getting done in no time. Let me call my client. Got some new DTFs printing. Next batch printing up right now. First batch is done. These things are looking really, really good right here. Shipping labels are ready to go, ready to ship out on the box. A customer just stopped by and dropped off these bags right here. These are very, very expensive LL Bean bags that I have to embroider on right here on all of them. Yeah, it's only 10 bags. It's not that much. It's gonna be easy. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on digitizing that logo in a second. And I gotta get done all this stuff by tomorrow, guys. So I'm probably gonna stay in here for a nice long amount of time. Oh, I still gotta get to my mother's house and help her. Okay, we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. I'll get it done. But what I advise you guys is, you guys can see a lot of stuff goes on in these shops, right? You do a lot of stuff, and you're gonna be tempted to do everything at the same time, or you're gonna be tempted to do different mediums at the same time. This is what I advise you to do, especially if you're new. Like right now, after I get finished recording this video, I'm going to go over to my embroidery machine and start working on this embroidery order, right? But I advise you guys, especially if you're new, like I said, to work on one thing at a time, because if you don't, you're gonna regret it. And you're gonna say, Alan told me to do one thing at a time. I should have listened to Alan. I should have listened to A-Dubb and do one thing at a time. So listen, when you're starting off, when you're not experienced, do one thing at a time. There is enough time in a day. And what I want to say is, like, it's better to take the time to do one thing at a time than to do two things at a time and take and mess something up and have to come out of pocket, ruining your profits because you messed up a garment, all right? Or you messed up an order, and now you don't know what to tell your customer, you know what I mean? So take your time and do one thing at a time, all right? Gonna test out this embroidery design right now to make sure the client likes it, so we can go ahead and start putting it on the garments. We're gonna do one garment at a time and take our time. Actually, I got a two-head, so both garments going on two-head. Be done in no time. We are testing this one out. This one is also going on, oh, you guys can't see that. This one is also going on the jacket right here. And then we're gonna go ahead over here and go ahead, see we got the correct spelling now. So just gonna start that up, and wait a minute, let me lock it in. Put it in the center. Oh, wrong way. Position it in the center, right about there. Lock it in, do a trace. There we go. And go ahead and run that test stitch right there so we can see how it comes out. There we go. Test stitching the design. It's gonna go on the bags right now. So it is the next day, and I want to show you guys how the bags came out. They're all done. I stayed here like pretty much all night wrapping up and doing everything I had to do. Let me show you these bags real fast. Here's how it came out right here. Let me show you. Nice and clean. All the bags came out good. Once again, they are expensive LL Bean bags. I'm just going to clean all of them back out, and put them in their packaging so that I can tell the customer, come pick up their stuff. All right, so just wanted to give you guys that update and show you guys how that came out. It just dawned on me when I was editing this video. I'm like, I didn't show them how the bag stitched out. So yeah, guys, I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Stay tuned. Got more content for you guys, especially on different methods of doing cards, because some of you guys are asking me what you should do specifically to make your cards in your medium. So more videos coming soon. Stay tuned.